Hey guys, it's me Stace. Today we're using the Brothers ScanNCut along with a free SVG file from Dreaming Tree to create this really fun gift card holder box. I'm going to open the box up so you can see. On the inside you can see it does have that little window. Then we have the gift card holder on the inside. Super cute and very easy to make. Alright, let's go to the computer and we'll get started. Alright, here we are at the computer. I'm already logged into the Canvas workspace. I am also on the desktop version. So the very first thing it brings up is this Canvas Project Pattern Collection window. We're going to go and close this window out so we're inside the workspace. Upper left hand corner, I'm going to click on that up arrow to make my workspace be a little bit bigger. Now you want to go to the website 3dsvg.com. It looks like this. Go ahead and click on where it says free SVG files. And we're going to scroll down to find the one we're making. You will see this company has a lot of really nice free SVG files for you to use. We're on page 2 and we're choosing this one right here, this gift box. You're going to click on that. You'll see it brings up a preview window. Now you want to add it to your cart and check out and download that to your computer. If you don't already have an account, you can create a free account and still download it. I already have that downloaded, so I'm going to close this window out and go to my downloads folder. So it looks like this when you download it. I'm going to open it up. You will see we have the menu or the instructions, we have a picture of it, and we have the SVG. Going to click on the folder SVG. You will see we have all 4 pieces. We also have this extras tab. If you open up the extras tab, this will give you a solid score line. So if you're using like the Cricut and you want to have a solid score mark using the scoring tool or the scoring wheel, you can do that. I'm going to just choose these ones. So what I'm going to do is just drag and drop these to my mat. One at a time. So I have the red piece here. I'm going to minimize that. Now if you click on the red, you will see it's not grouped. Well, it's grouped together, but the score marks aren't grouped in here. I want to make sure I'm able to cut this out using 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I'm going to select it, go to the far right toolbar. You want to go to the second icon down, which is your edit panel. At the very bottom, you will see these process overlap. You want to click on the second one, which is the divide tab. I'm going to click on that and you'll see it separate. So I can take this piece off. I'm going to highlight both of these pieces, right click on that and choose group. So now I'm able to cut this piece out on 8.5 by 11 cardstock and I can cut this piece out separately. So I'm going to move those off my mat or out of my way. We're going to go back to our downloads folder and grab the second piece and it says main white. I'm going to drag that over. I'm going to highlight everything just to make sure it's all grouped together. Or in the Cricut design space, you would attach it. So you're going to cut this piece out in your whatever color you want your box to be. This piece will be white. Let's go back to our downloads folder. And the next piece we have is the acetate panel. I'm not going to cut that piece out, but I'm going to cut out the pattern paper piece. So I'm going to drag that over. I'm going to close this out. So now we have the box. We have the pattern paper and we have the white piece for the inside. Now to cut this on the Brothers ScanNCut, you can't cut it with all these pieces outside that mat. So you want to go to your edit panel on the toolbar on the far right hand side. Your third icon down is your layers tab and you want to hide the pieces you're not going to cut. So I'm not going to cut this one out, so I'm going to go and hide that one by clicking on the eye. The paper, I'm going to hide that one. And then this red one, I'm going to hide that one as well. So now I'm able to put this piece on my mat and cut this out 8.5 by 11 cardstock. When I'm done, I'll keep on going until I have all the pieces cut out. So I'm going to go to the upper toolbar, my top toolbar, and click on File, click on Export, and you'll see a warning box pops up saying that it's not going to transfer the pieces that we hidden, which is fine. Click OK. I'm going to go ahead and transfer. Click OK here. So I'm going to do that for all the pieces of the box. Then we'll go to the table and put our box together. Alright, we are back. Everything is cut out. I'm first going to score on all the score marks. Make sure you get the ones for the tabs. Okay, so I think that one's all done. And then this one is the top. And the cardstock I'm using is Paper Tray Ink green parakeet color, and this is also a Paper Tray ink paper. I'm not sure what paper pack that comes from. I didn't bring that over. Alright, so we're going to flip this over and we're going to put our acetate on the inside. Now, if you want to cut the acetate out, you can. I just use a piece of a cellophane bag. So I'm going to take my glue. I'm using Art Glitter Glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around this shape right here. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take my piece here, make sure I don't get glue on it, because I normally do, and I think I did. That's okay. And then just lay that in there, and you want to let it sit there. Don't do anything else. Let that glue kind of do its thing. Now we're going to come back and glue the bottom piece. So put some glue on the sides and little flaps. I'm going to take my finger and just spread it out some. Then bring this piece in and just let it sit there for a minute to kind of hold that glue in place. And the Art Glitter Glue does dry pretty quickly. I find that with boxes sometimes less is more with the glue, because if you use too much glue then it takes forever to dry or set up. Then we have this one. You want to have your glue go right to the edge. If you want to, you can always ink your box, ink your paper. I chose just to pretty much leave it simple. Let's grab this little flap right there, our last one. And again, just take your finger and spread it out some. All right. So that's the bottom of the box. Okay, now we have the white insert. Gotta fold that on all the swirl marks as well. I love Dreaming Tree projects. Like I said, there's so many on his website that are absolutely free, and they are the cutest. And they always come together super easy. They cut really well, and I've used them in my Cameo, the Brother Scan-A-Cut, and the Cricut. Alright, now this one just has a small little tab, so you want to be very careful with your glue. And we're going to fold that over. This is the tray that's going to go inside. That's going to hold our gift holder, or our gift card. I don't know if I brought a gift card. I did. So I can show you what it looks like. I apologize if you hear the radio in the background. I was cleaning today, and I like cleaning with music, so I have it blasting. I'm like an 80s girl. I love 80s music. Something about it is get you moving, right? On our last two tabs here, I'm going to put glue on both, and then just go back over it with my finger just to get rid of that extra glue. And I have a towel next to me that I'm wiping my fingers off on, so it's not my clothes in case hubby's watching. Alright, our last little one over here. Just make sure your corners line up. Alright, so I think we're good to go there. Now, it's not really a gift card, it's just a card I had. You want to come up and pop these pieces opened a little bit and slide the gift card in there like that. It is a tight fit, which is good. There we go. Okay, that's going to go ahead and sit inside our box. So it's also a really pretty presentation as well. Kind of get it all the way down there. Make sure it's pushed all the way down. Alright, now we have this piece. That's going to go on top of this to hide that gluey mess. Okay? So again, you want to be generous with your glue, but do a really, really thin layer so it doesn't spill out on your acetate. Okay, just line that up with the cutout already there. I'm going to flip it over this way. Alright, now I'm going to add my paper to the top. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So the same idea. I'm going to actually move this out of my way. You want to use a good amount of glue, but be not really thick. So a thin layer of glue. I think this is a really cute little box. You know, just giving a gift card is, it seems like everybody just does gift cards nowadays, you know. And this is just a nice way to give one. I do like that. I like that a lot. All right, now we're going to go ahead and glue our tabs together for the top of the box. So same idea, glue on the tab, spread it out, then bring your corners in. And just give that a second to set up. So the stamps that I'm using is one of May's. This is an oldie but a goodie, Cuppa Cuppa. So if you have a coffee friend or a friend who likes coffee or tea even, you can certainly use that stamp set and give them like a Starbucks or a coffee shop gift card on the inside. Or any stamp you like. And I did cut out, I stamped this piece, which is the sleeve, I stamped that out and cut it out. And I also stamped that greeting on the inside. 1 cup at a time, my friend. Great stamp set for somebody who's having a, just not the best day. You know, just kind of reminds them 1 day at a time, 1 cup at a time. And you can always, you know, make this and not even include the gift card. You know, just don't even do the inside and just make it a box with a window, right? So I love that. You can make it be anything you want it to be, or use it how you want to use it. All right, again, just take your finger, rub that glue a little bit, and then our last tab here. And I already went ahead and stamped that, you can see here, and it says 1 day at a time. My friend, I also use the paper tray ink, green parakeet ink. As I said before, I'm not a fan of the ink, but it is growing on me. I've learned that sometimes with their inks, their ink pads, you want to use like a foamy mat or a piece of fun foam just to give you more pressure on there. All right, I'm just going to put that on. This is always the hardest part, getting it on the box. There we go, I got one end. That's why I want to make sure your glue is nice and dry before, see, I'm going on the outside of that. I need to go on the inside. There we go. There we go. See? You can see the whole gift card through the window. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I did put some foam scrolls on the back of it. I mean, you can give this to Dad with a, you know, one of them bulk lumberyard stores gift card in them. And I'm just going to put this right on there. You can always wrap it with a ribbon, whatever you like, but I think it's super cute. Isn't that fun? And we're going to open the box up. And then they have the gift card. They can easily pull it back out, and they can also reuse the box if they want to, you know, gift a gift card themselves. They can certainly do that. But there you have it, a super quick project using the Brothers Scan-A-Cut with the Dreaming Tree free SVG file. Any questions, guys, let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I am back. I forgot to mention, I do have a card kit for this box. But I did include that little piece. If you have a stamp that you like, you can stamp there. But to win the card kit, leave me a comment with a coffee emoji, and I will pick a winner for this card kit on Saturday. Alright guys, see you soon.